Hi, welcome to Story Time with Gigi. Today we're reading a story called Two Little Trains, written by Margaret Wise Brown. She's the one who wrote the story Goodnight Moon. Pictures are by Greg Pizzoli. Margaret Wise Brown is one of my favorite authors. Two little trains went down the track. Two little trains went west. Two little trains to the west. And that's puff, 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 chug, chug, chug. One little train was a streamlined train, puff, puff, puff to the west. One little train was a little old train, chug, 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 going west. Look down that long steel track to the west. Look at that. That's a long track. Two little trains come to a mountainous hill to the west. There's the puff, puff, puff train. There's the chug, chug, chug train. With a puff and a chug, they went right through under the hill to the west. So they're going into tunnels. Look through that long, dark hill. Puff, 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 that long, dark hill to the west. Chug, chug, chug. Two little trains came to a river going west. Here's the river. I love the trees. Puff, 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 chug, chug, chug. They went over the river to the west. Look down below the bridge at the deep, dark river going west. Puff, puff, puff. Chug, chug, chug. That's a big river. The rain came down on the two little trains going west. Yikes! And it made them darker and wet and shiny as they went on their way to the west. Lightning. Oof! The snow came down and covered the ground, and the two little trains going west. And they got white and furry, and still in a hurry they puffed and chugged to the west. The moon shone down on a gleaming track and the two little trains going west. And they hurried along and heard the song of an old man singing in the west. Look down, that long steel track where you and I must go. That long steel track and strong crossbars before we travel home. The wind it blew and the dust it flew around the two little trains going west. And the dust storm drew not a toot or a whoo or a whistle from the trains going west. I've never been in a dust storm, but I heard they're pretty scary. Then the mountains came beyond the plain, and the trains started climbing west. It's a steep mountain. Up and around and over and through to the great high mountains to the west. The ocean was big, the ocean was blue, beyond the land in the west. And the little trains stopped. Their trip was through. They had come to the edge of the west. And that's our story. I hope you liked it. Make sure that you like and subscribe and share with your friends. And be sure to check out your library so you can find more stories like this. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Bye until next time.